welcome to our show. It's a very snowy day here in New York. And coming in, it took me 2 hours this morning. You remember Liesl, don't you? Liesl and the new baby. This is our beautiful little Luke and Kevin Haney, Liesl's husband, and you saw their wedding in our weddings magazine and on Style Network Weddings. That was such a beautiful wedding. And country music artist Clay Walker. Yesterday, I don't know what kind of mood I was in yesterday, but when I was announcing at the end of the show that Liesl was going to come on, I said she was married to Clay. That's not correct. She works for Clay.
That's the way we do things down in Nashville.
Oh, yeah. Well, forgive me for giving you yet another wife.
Oh, it's given us a lot to talk about.
And forgive me for taking away your wife, Kevin. But it was funny, but no, not one person corrected me until after the show. Oh, and it occurred to me like the split second the cameras were turned off. Oh, so it was funny. Anyway, how are you doing? How's the baby?
He's good. He's a lot of fun.
He's my new godson, and I can't wait. We're going to have the christening in March. Mm-hmm. Okay, make sure the date is accurate. Okay. Look at him. He's like a little man. He's the cutest. And how does it feel to be a mom after being the girl about town in New York?
I love it. It's a whole different experience, and I was so busy with you, and this adds a whole other aspect of being busy. Yeah. So
I mean, there's no way you can just hide, right?
No, and you can't get out of that.
Uh-oh, little spit up.
You can't get out of that. You just can't get up and go like you're used to. We're like a herd of turtles leaving now. So
that's a good way to put it. Oh,
yeah.
You know, I can't stand that when you're with a group of people and you're the first out the door and you have to wait.
Right.
And wait. Well, it's a lot. You're the last one out the door with the baby.
Yes.
Now, right?
Yes.
And Clay, you just welcomed another child also into your family. You have 4 now.
Exactly.
So they're going to catch up to you?
Well, we have a 17-month-old and a 3-week-old.
Oh my gosh.
17-month-old son.
Oh, your poor wife.
And well, you know, it's our mother's fault. They told us that you can't get pregnant breastfeeding. That's not true.
So you tried it, right? It is just amazing. Oh, I wanted to show you what you're not missing. You know, you're not missing what? Look at this. Look at the snowstorm on the way to work today. There's the police car. Left is an overturned car. There were overturned cars all along the road. Everybody was overturned.
Oh my God.
So the snow and ice must have happened like in an instant because everybody was speeding, you know, going to 60 miles an hour or 55, whatever the speed zone is there, and everybody turned over.
Are you sure that wasn't you standing next to the cop telling him how to drive?
Yes, definitely. I got here to work. It took 2 hours for an hour drive. It was not pleasant, but
nice
luckily, I hope nobody got hurt in any of those accidents. By the way, I hope you're all okay. Well, Clay and I are going to head to the kitchen. We're going to make your favorite waffle.
I love those waffles. I miss those waffles.
Well, you're going to get some. I'll send you some.
Good.
And we are going to also show you right now one of Clay's music videos for his hit song, I Can't Sleep. Sound familiar?
I could go for days if you ever needed to see me down on my knees. Take a look at me, baby. I can't sleep till I touch your face, baby. Not a wink. I could go for days.
Well, that was a track from Clay's previous album, but you just released a new hit single.
Yeah, we've been recording a new album for the last 2 years, and the new single, She Won't Be Lonely Long, is out. You can download it on iTunes.
Oh, good. Well, we will. And it's, you know, when you're a music star, it's always interesting, for me anyway, and I'm sure our audience, to know what your big break was, because it's hard breaking into this music business.
Well, there wasn't American Idol when I came out. I worked the front desk at a Motel 8, Super 8 Motel,
Really?
actually, yes. And I snuck out one night and went down to the radio station and knocked on the door, and no one answered. And I just kept knocking on all the doors, and I went around the building. It was 2 a.m. And finally, a DJ comes to the door and he goes,
Who was
"What?"
taking care of the motel?
I don't know. We weren't that busy. But he goes, "What do you want?" And I said, "I just wanted you to hear my song." And he said, "Well," he goes, "Look," he goes, "we're a reporting station." He goes, "I can't play it even if I like it."
Because it's unpublished.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what? I left, and I was kind of downhearted, but I was on my way back to the hotel, and next thing you know, he played it on the air. He goes, you know, folks, I'm not supposed to do this. I may lose my job, but here's a local artist, Clay Walker, and he played the song, and
that was it?
That was
it gives
it.
me shivers.
Yeah, I mean.
It gives me the shivers.
So don't give up. You know,
Yeah.
be persistent.
Don't give up. And when you're not recording and not making babies, what are you doing?
Riding horses, which I know
Oh,
you
really?
love horses.
Oh, I love
How are your
horses.
Friesians? I saw the
Oh,
show.
they're beautiful. They are the most gorgeous. That's you. Oh, you do rodeo?
Well, that's cutting. And,
Oh, yeah.
That's called cutting. I was in the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo there, and
Fantastic.
made it back to the finals. It was really nice.
So you have how many horses?
We have about 12.
Really? Oh, they're beautiful to ride. too.
Oh,
Those
and
kind
they're
of
the
horses.
best companions. You know, they don't talk back.
So they do talk.
They do.
They know you. Do they come to their names?
They do.
Yeah.
They do, and that's actually my wife's horse, Jessica's horse, and she gets treated like the queen, you know, of the ranch.
Right.
And they're
Your
like,
wife or the horse?
both. Both. And she's watching.
So you live in
this one.
Texas and in Nashville.
Yes.
And you're on the road a lot.
On the road a lot, and,
Yeah.
and we have a big tour coming up this year, and Jess goes with me with the kids, so it's
that's
it's
fun.
adventurous. You know, the kids love the road. They sleep better on the bus than they do at home.
So you're on the bus.
We're on the bus
Yeah.
together, and the band's on their bus, and sometimes I sneak over there and sleep. But it's great. And we're also this year we're going to be promoting. We're going to do a private concert in someone's backyard.
Oh.
And we've never done this before.
Oh,
We're
like
gonna-
whose backyard?
We don't know. It's a contest.
My nephew's getting married at my farm.
Well, I think
September.
I think we could arrange something.
In September.
Who's catering?
I'm catering if you sing.
But they can go to our website to register to win.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm going to
It's
tell them.
claywalker.com.
Okay. Well, in the February issue of our magazine, this issue with the real you're not
I
gonna
love
forget-
this magazine,
You're not
by
going
the
to
way.
forget Valentine's Day, right?
You kidding? We'll be at
Okay.
Pebble Beach in Carmel celebrating that.
Okay. So I've included some of my favorite breakfast selections. And you cook on the bus?
I cook. I am the cook of the family.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, and I'm proud to say
Oh.
that. And I follow a lot of your recipes.
good.
I watch your show all the time, so I'm a big fan. I told my wife, I said, you don't have to worry about the young hot girls at the front stage. I said, it's Martha you have to worry about.
That I like a lot. So listen, this will win your sweetheart's heart. These waffles. Does she sometimes eat something like a waffle?
She loves waffles. As
Okay.
a matter of fact, she asked me to bring one back because our 17-month-old, he calls them
Ooh,
wobbles.
Wobbles.
He wants a
Okay.
wobble. So
well, these are delicious because these were kind of invented by my friend Don Chapelet, D-O-N-N. He spells his name, and he is the great winemaker. He and his wife Molly have an amazing vineyard, Chapelet Vineyards, out in the Napa Valley, and they gave me this recipe years and years and years ago because I had had it for breakfast at their house, and I think maybe we changed it a little bit. I don't know, but this is the recipe that works in a nice deep waffle iron, and it's the lightest, crunchiest waffle, and you'll see why it's crunchy. It's made with buttermilk, and if you don't have buttermilk, we were talking about that on a recent show, how difficult it is to find buttermilk. Do you know do you ever drink
Sure.
buttermilk? Yeah. So it's kind of hard to find. So if you don't have buttermilk, all you do is take 1.5 cups of whole milk and add 2 tablespoons of white vinegar.
I didn't know that.
And look what happens. That's just in. Now, this is still, I'll just show you, thin, right?
Right.
It's already starting to curdle. You can see little curdles in there. But look at this one. Look, all
Wow.
curdled like buttermilk. And it tastes like buttermilk. So you can use the whisk, break up those 2 beautiful egg yolks. You use 2 jumbo egg yolks. Let the buttermilk, by the way, stand for 5 minutes to thicken. And you can make it like the night before, too, if you want. It'll get even thicker. And we're going to add, and you're going to keep whisking.